Another day, another grind. This time Daboulch sent couple of domination matches here, and he is on Vampire Coast, and he is playing against Naipez, I guess, on Chaos Dwarf. So let's get into it and let's see how it went for him. I'm really having, yeah, I'm kind of scared of Daboulch here because he is really performing more and more in the very sweaty environment, but I like that he's doing it, that he is a part of our community as well and is joining our beginner kind of fun tournaments. So we on the Chaos Dwarfs, we have the Sorcerer Prophet on fire. We have a couple of Kadai Fireborn, and then the typical Charves here, plus Goblin Laborers. And we have already Hobgoblin Wolf Rider packs here on the point, number 2. The same goes for Vampire Coast. They have already deployed a couple of those Vanguard units here, taking the point. Vampire Gunnery mobs here, plus we have Aranessa Soul Spite or Spite. And then deck gunners, but the RR version. Then couple of bombers here, and yep, chaff units for sure. One fleet captain, and yep, let's get into it. So what we can see immediately is that point number 3 and point number 2 are taken, and now the very quick Hobgoblin Riders are moving to point number 1, taking them on, and still shooting into the zombie gunnery mobs. Like, when it comes to range, they are in an advantage for sure, and now this is tough. Sorcerer's Prophet on fire is going for the undead, and that will hurt probably when he casts something nasty. But those fire arrows here are really hurting. That is good tech here by Naipez. Daboulch still probably moving just slowly in, having his whole army probably taking advantage of the bombers to break a couple of those units down. And now point number 1 maybe getting taken by Daboulch. So yeah, let's fast forward a little bit more here, because really those pirate gunnery mobs, they having a hard time, right? Now they're shooting into the Sorcerer Prophet. Really good stuff. A little bit of damage there. He has to move away and juke around here to not take that much damage. Now he is out of range. No danger here. And now a couple of those laborers here, or yeah, I guess they're laborers. They're moving into the woods, and also the Fireborn are doing their stuff. Are they hidden? I don't think so, right? No, they're not. But those small units here are hidden. So, yeah, this is kind of what you can expect. There are a couple of units here on the site summoned. Another Hobgoblin Wolf Rider pack summoned here. We have the Skullcracker. Oh, that is interesting. I'm really curious. Probably this unit can do a lot of damage to the chaff units here. But let's see. Zombie Pirate Gunners are now getting chunked down probably. Yes. Let's see. This is kind of a problem for this unit because of the terrain, or the formation of the map. It has a hard time to move around those obstacles. But now, nasty stuff. That's gotta hurt, right? That is like immediately 1 unit down. But still, you just need the point. You don't need those units to destroy or something. Daboulch is now having more and more units here around, building kind of a wall where he can shoot from this little hill here, right? And the animated hulks also over here, kind of protecting as well. Yeah. Oh, not protecting, they're kind of like, yeah, anti-infantry units here. Probably maybe waiting for a couple of engages. For now, you can really see that Daboulch is playing a very surgical, thought out way, right? He has his line, he just has to shoot, and the only thing that is a little bit dangerous are the flanks of the Chorfs here. Because as you can see, he is free to use his artillery and his gunnery mobs. And I think the Sorcerer Prophet now, in the clutches of Naipez, is trying to do a couple of shots and maybe use some foul natural fire magic. I'm not sure. Should be the best case scenario here. But still, this little hill here is amazing for the Daboulch. He doesn't have to shoot into his own units, plus he has a little bit of a bigger range, so that is great. Oh, Kadai Fireborn already losing half of HP. And now, what is going in here? What type of witchcraft? Oh, we have the Vampire Coast casting some nice magic here. I think it is something like, yes, -8 leadership, -24 damage. This is tough, so I guess those Chaos Dwarf warriors, they won't be as effective as you would assume. But now, finally, there is a chance for the Kadai Fireborn to move into the backline. And yes, those Hobgoblin Wolf Riders doing a great stuff, but here's another magic kind of. This is the fight of Water Nation against Fire Nation here, and so far the Water Nation is kind of dominating, but slowly but surely Naipez is cracking up the backline and is moving. He is moving behind the wall here that Daboulch kind of built up. And yeah, now it's all about, he has 2 points. We have now, oh, nice birding head going down. Oh man, hitting 2 units of the Vampire Coast. And now in response, we have a nice Fog of the Damned once again. And I think they are breaking those Goblin Laborers, -7 leadership. They're probably running off here now. And pretty nice stuff, to be honest, right? Always when I watch those matches, I'm in awe how really on point those better players, those experienced players, use their spells in the right moments. But now Kadai Fireborn are kind of getting kind of extinguished here. And nonetheless, they could maybe do a little bit of damage here, maybe to those Hobgoblin. No, not even those Hobgoblin Riders, of course, are the same faction here. Other than that, it seems really slowly but surely that Vampire Coast is having a grip on all those points they had, and they could even make an advance, as you can see here now, for point number 2. And if that happens, I think that the Chaos Dwarfs don't have enough punch to push through, because when you look at the value, it's almost doubled. So that is very much the situation, a very dire situation for the Chaos Dwarfs. Usually when I play Chaos Dwarf, I have the same experience. They're kind of expensive, and I personally blundered them, but I guess even in this matchup here, there were little advantages for the Vampire Coast that bring them more and more successful moves on the battlefield. Now we have the Iron Demon now. So this one was maybe summoned because I didn't see that before. And the Iron Demon now is once again disrupting the backline. And that is the only plan that the Chaos Dwarf player had, I guess. You have to go for all those gunnery mobs, the handgunners, the handgunners and all the other shooting units, like hand cannons as well. Nonetheless, Aranessa still kind of unscathed, now wants to finally take part here. We have still a couple of those little units, those animated hulks are finally getting a little bit of action here. They were kind of bored, and when you look at that, point number 2 is now gonna be taken by the Vampire Coast. So Daboulch is playing a really clean game so far. In the beginning I was not sure, but now it looks he looks in control. And there is a tap out, ladies and gentlemen. Really good stuff. So let's get into the values. So I guess the Kadai Fireborn, they had really a hard time to get into the backline. I think also that in the beginning those Hobgoblin Wolf Riders were a good choice to get the point, but afterwards they were not that effective anymore. The Sorcerer Prophet of Fire was a good choice and got the value that you needed. On the reinforcements here, so Skull Cracker couldn't push through. I guess the Iron Demon is still more expensive than the value, but it is value nonetheless. And then the other riders here, yeah, it was hard. It is really hard. For Daboulch, as you can see, the fleet captain here, nothing really in value. Aranessa as well, kind of idle. It looks like it, right? But of course, what you have is the range, and the handgunners did their best they could. They're not the most expensive unit, but still having this opportunity of shooting with a gun, and it shows. He summoned a lot of those. The animated hulks are kind of like, yeah, they did one thing, I guess. They fought once, but yeah, even the depth guard, the RR version of it, was pretty good. Yeah, that was a fun one. Thank you, Daboulch. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.